Okay, hey guys. So I'm here with Heather, and she is one of the first people in the USA to get hold of the 110-volt Olylife P90. The P90 is a foot device, which uses frequencies, terahertz, and PEMF. And we're hearing amazing stories from Malaysia. One of the things that we've been using and talking about for a couple of years is the terahertz ones. They are great. And we've seen some amazing stuff with those. This is another step up from them. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of Malaysian testimonials. Most of us don't speak Malaysian, so they're a bit tricky. So we're really loving to hear the feedback from those of us that speak English. So before we start, Heather, just hi first.
Hi.
So now are you using the P90 right now, or you've got it in place ready to use? Because it's under your feet, right? Or
yes, it is.
You want to just grab it and show people the P90?
Yeah, hold on just a second. So this is actually, I can hear something. This is what it looks like when it's on. So I've only been using it for about 2 minutes. It'll shut off on its own when you're done with it. But I had it set at level 5. But I kind of wanted it to be running when we had our chat, so everybody could see how quiet it is, that you can get things done while you're having a treatment.
And one of the things that makes it so cool is that exactly that, the wand, when you use the wand, you need to be blowing it on yourself, and you need to focus on that, and that's it. You can't, and it's too noisy even to have a conversation or whatever, but also you focus on moving it over your body. With this, you can sit with your feet on it, and you can chat like we're doing now, or you could be watching a movie or whatever, and it doesn't interfere as long as you're sat on a chair. Some of us sit on a chair a lot, so as long as you're doing that. Now, so you got it this month, and so I'm really I already know a bit of your story, but I'm really curious and would love to hear you share what happened with your personal experience. And I'm just going to start by, you had a pain in your foot, right?
Yes, that's right. I've been dealing with this pain coming and going for probably the last year, and I have had a couple foot injuries and thought it was probably a little arthritis setting in. But most recently, it seemed to take on some characteristics of gout. It was becoming very painful, which was not really something I was anticipating. And the night before my P90 arrived, it woke me up at about 3:30 in the morning, and I was actually nauseous from the pain.
Oh, wow.
It was just burning. Even the sheets touching it really hurt. So I woke up and I'm doing my wand. I have a classic wand and a premium wand, and I was using the premium, just probably 15, 20 minutes or so. I took several homeopathic remedies and all of my tricks, and it got it to a manageable place where I could go back to sleep. But all of my things just were not really working. And I'm a biofeedback practitioner, so I've got some numerous frequency devices here, which I just think it's so interesting how everything is just different enough that you've just got to find the right tool, So anyway, the next day, this product comes in the mail. I have very limited time. Open it, kind of like it's Christmas, rip it open, hook it up. I only had about 10 minutes to work with it, and I kept it on a very low setting because I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Good. So just for people listening that may not know, there's a settings. You can run it from 1 to 10, and it just basically increases the intensity. So you ran it, was it about a 3 that you ran it at?
I started for the first minute, I kept it around 1, and then every minute I was inching it up. I think right around 2, this is so interesting. I felt very tingly through my whole body. It kind of worked its way up my legs. I got some goosebumps. And then I hovered around 3 or 4, and I was just kind of flexing my foot, and I could feel it releasing. And I think I sent you a testimonial while it was happening.
I think it might be the only time I've ever had. So you called me during your first session,
and I was almost crying.
Oh my goodness, the pain is going. The pain is, and you're in the first minutes of using it.
And I think I spammed you with testimonials through the day, because I could just feel it like letting go. And I got tears in my eyes. And I just thought, because I've been blessed with relatively consistently good health. I haven't had a lot of chronic pain in my life, and this has really had become quite a burden. So, I was excited, cautiously excited. Well, we had some plans for the rest of the day that involved lots of walking, serious thrift shopping trip with some girlfriends and and we went in and out of several stores for 4 hours or so. And I just kept noticing that through the day, it just was improving. It wasn't like, the wear and tear of the day wore it out. I did my first treatment, which, like I said, was only maybe 10 minutes, about 3 o'clock. And then I didn't get home till midnight, and I wanted to do it I did 15 minutes, a little bit higher, so I could feel the warmth, because I scooped this up and I took it to my friend's house and I left it with her husband to try. And then all of the girls tried it when we got home from our shopping trip. And everyone was talking about the warmth they were feeling in their ankles and how great it felt. So I wanted to experience that. Well, at midnight, I did this 15-minute session and just slept like a baby. I mean, the sleep is amazing that you get. And
one of the things I'm hearing, people with major sleep problems and taking all kinds of things to try and help, are finding this is helping them more than anything they've ever tried.
Yeah.
So and sleep is like major importance when it comes to health.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's definitely improved. My daughter is 11 years old. She loves using it. And the funny thing is she goes right to 10. It's just so funny how people can receive the energy a little bit differently. My husband keeps it a little bit lower. So that was the immediate relief. So I started using mine August 2nd. I've done at least one treatment every day, but many days I do two. I like to do it when I wake up in the morning when I'm having my coffee. And then I like to do it right before bed because it really relaxes me. So I don't find that it doesn't make me sleepy in the morning, and it doesn't keep me awake. It seems like it adjusts to whatever I need depending on the time of day.
Interesting. I've had a few people say that it gives them energy in the morning and makes them sleep it's like the perfect tool.
Yeah.
So,
and I was doing quite a bit of landscaping last week in preparation for a get together we were having, and kind of working myself to the bone. I know I told you about that. And I remember on Friday, I took a break and I just kind of collapsed in my chair and did a full 30-minute session. And it gave me a little boost to continue on shoveling dirt for another 4 hours after that. So It's been my best friend lately.
Right, perfect. And so that's your experience now. You just mentioned a couple of other people, or a few other people had tried it and they've given positive feedback as well. Is that like pretty much unanimous? They're all giving positive feedback?
Yes, absolutely. So I had a friend that evening that I told you, or when we all experienced it for the first time. She and I both deal with varicose veins, and we kind of have separate positive testimonials, but she was just really relieved because she's got one that is just painful even to touch. And she didn't do a long treatment. I don't think she did a full 30 minutes, but even a couple of days afterwards, she noticed that the pain was greatly reduced. And for me, I typically, a certain time of the month, I'm very fatigued and achy. And I noticed my first cycle after getting the P90, which I think was about a week after I'd started using it. I had no pain, very energized. I just kind of went on about my day, and it didn't feel any different than any other day.
Wow.
So awesome. It's been a godsend for us. I won't be without it.
Fantastic. Well, listen, Heather, you're one of the first. I just did a video the other day with another person that also, Regina. I don't know if you've seen that, but
yes, I did.
Loves it and has had phenomenal results, and pain that's gone that nothing else would touch. She also has lots of tools that she can use, including the wands and different stuff that nothing had worked on this particular thing. So, it's great that even in the month one of this being in the US, we're getting these kind of results already. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing more and more with people with all the different chronic conditions that we're hearing about from Malaysia. So thank you for your time. It's been fun. So I'm going to end it here to try and keep it as short as possible while getting all the info. So thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.